Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new live stream. This is Tosif Anam, and the time in Wisconsin right now is 11:36 p.m. 11:36 p.m. Central Time right here in Wisconsin, and the date is December 22nd of 2024. And I'm starting this live stream. I know it's quite late in the evening, so anyone who's joining us on a Sunday late evening, we're getting close to Monday, just less than half hour away from Monday, right after midnight. It's going to be Monday. So thank you for joining. Um, Rachel is here. Hi, Rachel. Our friend Ken is here. AC Cruz is here. AC Cruz from Arizona. Frank is here. Hello, Frank. And Ken from Appleton is also here. So we've got Ken Berry and Ken both. And AC is writing it's 10:36 in Phoenix. Okay. So AC, you are in the mountain time zone. So it's 10:36. Here we are, 11:37 right now. Pearl is here. Hello, Pearl. Thank you for joining. I hope you all had a good weekend. Would you say you had a good weekend so far? Yeah, Rachel is writing, we got a bad morning of snow and sleet in the morning. The forecast says that there's going to be freezing rain in the morning. Freezing rain in the morning. Yeah, freezing rain here in southern Wisconsin. So it's actually going to affect the morning commute. So as people are traveling to their places of work, that commute might be impacted. And so yeah, best thing tomorrow morning in Wisconsin, at least in southern Wisconsin, is to just stay home if you can. And yeah. So I don't know. I don't like freezing rain. Rachel's writing, my grandson got his driving test in the morning. Wow. This is going to be the most challenging driving condition for a driving test if there's freezing rain. Yeah. AC is saying stay home, Tosif. Yes, AC, I'm supposed to. I have an appointment tomorrow in the morning, and I think it's not a work appointment. I've got the whole week off. So it's I think I'm just gonna stay home. Yeah. So what can I say? William is here. Hi, William. William from Virginia. Good to see you. Well, AC, thank you. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to stay home in the morning. Okay. In the afternoon, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow evening I might go out, but in the morning I'll stay home. Yeah. William, good to see you. Good to see you, William. By the way, William, I don't know if you saw my previous live stream. I was thinking about you, and I think I may have mentioned your name also, William, because I was talking about Winsome Sears, Winsome Earl Sears, okay, who is running for governor, who's the lieutenant governor of Virginia. So those who tuned in for my previous live stream, you've heard the discussion. And so, William, I was thinking about you because I know you're from Virginia. So if you have an opportunity to go and watch the replay of the live stream, please do so. Share with me your thoughts, okay? I discussed Winsome Sears and her candidacy, and just some important things about Virginia and the upcoming and the upcoming gubernatorial election. In fact, let me tell you, the future of Virginia, that was the title of my previous live stream, The Future of Virginia. So, yeah, go check that out if you can. Go check that out if you can. I would appreciate that. And I want to hear your thoughts if you want to share, you know, w- what if you have any comments about the gubernatorial race or the candidate from the Republican side who's running, Winsome Sears. Okay, so my friends, I'm going to go into the discussion today, and if you are tuning in, please make sure that you are subscribing if you have not done so already. And if you have already subscribed, then thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Okay. Um, let's see. There's growing danger, my friends. And I think we all understand that. There's growing danger when you think about public safety issues. There's growing danger, especially in cities like New York, Chicago, really any sanctuary city. Any sanctuary city. And I've talked about this so many times. I've talked about this so many times that some of you may be wondering, hey, Tossif's talking about it again. Well, that's because it continues to be an issue. Public safety challenges, rising crime, growing issues, growing problems in sanctuary cities. In sanctuary cities. So the title of today's live stream is Growing Danger, a Crime That Shocked the Nation. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? I'm sure many of you do. Something terrible happened in New York. Something terrible happened in New York. And it happened on Sunday. It happened today. Do you know what I'm talking about? Ken knows what I'm talking about. This is a really sad news. Really sad news. Okay, I don't have words to describe. I mean, I might have told you that I've got my alerts on my phone. I've got breaking news alerts. So I get alerts from Fox News. I get alerts from like CNBC, and few other places. I get alerts whenever there's breaking news. I get alerts. Okay, so CNBC, basically it helps me get all the economic and financial news alerts, right? What the Fed is doing, economy, unemployment, inflation. I get all those alerts from CNBC. They are pretty prompt about it. I've got the app, I get the alerts. And Fox News, I get a lot of the breaking news updates. Just general, whatever is happening in the country. And I saw this news, and this is so heartbreaking. This is such a horrible tragedy. This is such a horrible tragedy. There was a savage killing. I mean, how would you describe it? What happened in New York? And many of you know what I'm talking about. How would you describe it? You've heard the news. You know what happened. You know what's going on in New York. What words would you use to describe what happened in New York and what's happening in our country in general? Savage killing. This happened in New York. It's all over the news. It's all over the news. A migrant this is according to news reports, a migrant has been arrested for setting a person on fire in New York City at a subway. A migrant has been arrested. This happened Sunday morning, and the victim has died. The victim was a woman. She was a victim of a brutal attack, and she died after being set on fire. Allegedly, a migrant from Guatemala took the life of an innocent New Yorker. Now, I want to be very, clear and accurate whenever I share with you the news. If there's any confusion, I'm going to let you know that, okay? And there are some things that we know what happened, but unless there's 100% confirmation, I don't want to mention that. I don't want to mention that. Unless, as soon as I get 100% confirmation about a fact or like some suspicion that I have, and I get a confirmation that this is exactly what happened, then I'll tell you. But if there's slightest confusion, I will mention that. I'll make it clear, okay? So, based on the latest reports, it appears that this individual's immigration status is not known yet. There's a lot of speculation out there, and by individual I mean the guy who has been arrested. Okay? It appears that this individual's immigration status is not known yet, based on the news reports. Now, you can draw some conclusions. I have drawn a conclusion. But unless I'm 100% sure about it, I'm not going to mention that. And so that's why I'm saying that based on the news reports, it appears that the individual's immigration status is not known yet. I'm sure we're going to get that information soon. We have to wait and see if this individual who allegedly committed this horrible crime, if this individual is in the United States legally or illegally. We have to wait and see that. We have to wait and see that. So, although in my mind I've drawn a conclusion, I think I know what's going on, but I'm not going to share that unless I know 100%. So I'm waiting for the news reports. I'm waiting for the facts, and as soon as I have the facts, I'll share those with you. But the things that we know for sure right now: a migrant from Guatemala allegedly took the life of an innocent woman in New York. Okay. Now, this migrant from Guatemala allegedly set the woman on fire in a New York City subway. I mean, what world are we living in? What world are we living in? What world are we living in? Can anyone tell me? Like, is this the real world? Is this the real world? Or I mean, can you believe what is going on in this country? New York City, New York City subway. Everyone in the world knows New York City. Everyone in this world knows New York City. They have heard of New York City. They have seen pictures of New York City. I mean, New York City is the city in the world. Now, of course, we criticize New York City because of left-wing policies and how the Democrats have caused so much of havoc in the city. But we have to admit that everyone in the world knows New York City. It's one of those cities where you go anywhere in the world and you tell people, hey, do you know? Have you ever heard of New York City? They'll most likely say yes. And in that city, in a city that is known across the world, a woman was set on fire in a subway in New York City. I mean, really, you gotta listen. If you're listening to me, pinch yourself, okay? Pinch yourself and see if this is the real world, okay? Just pinch yourself, not too not too hard, just a little bit. Just see if you are in this real world. Is this really happening? That a woman is set on fire in a New York City subway. Yes, this is the real world. This is the real world. This is happening. It's unbelievable, but this is happening. This is the state of the union right now, my friends. This is the state of the union. Crime has gone through the roof. In the last 4 years, crime has gone through the roof. Just like many other things, grocery prices went through the roof, gas prices went through the roof, cost of living went through the roof. Crime has gone through the roof also. Texas Repo, good to see you, Texas Repo. Thank you for being here. Gina, good to see you. Gina, thank you for coming. NC is here. Hello, NC. Did I miss anyone? I hope not. LRM Ski is here. Thank you, LRM Ski. Fepson is here. Hello, Fepson. Crystal is here. By the way, listen, I gotta do this again, because, as you know, I'm trying to keep track of everyone's names. I know some of you mentioned your names to me before, but I still have to check and see. So Fepson, okay, LRM Ski. Will you just give me your first name? LRM and then Ski. Will you give me your first name and the state that you're from, so that I can write it down, so that I can remember? LRM Ski. Irma. Oh, it's not LRM, it's IRM, right? I'm saying LRM. Okay. All right, sorry. Irma from California. Irma, thank you. Thanks for being here, Irma. Okay. Garfield is here. Hi, Garfield. Um, Crystal is from Alberta, Canada. I think I might have. Yes, I wrote that down last time. Uh, our friend Texas Repo is from Texas. Uh, would you? Okay. All right. Our friend Texas Repo. Would you please give me your first name again, my friend? Please go ahead. I'm sorry I had written it down, but I I started writing it down in a different notepad here so that I don't lose track of it. Okay, Joey, thank you, Joey. Joey has been supporting this channel for many months now. Okay, every time I see that name, Texas Repo, I know Texas is here. Okay. NC is from New Jersey. NC. Thank you, NC. NC is from New Jersey. And I know Gina is from Pittsburgh, Gina, right? If I'm not mistaken. Gina, will you tell me? Will you confirm you're from Pittsburgh, right? Okay, Elton is from Brazil. Okay, Gina is from Louisiana. I am sorry, Gina. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Gina is from Louisiana. Okay, there was another Gina who's from Pittsburgh, so that's why I got confused. Gina is from Louisiana, and hold on. Okay. By the way, Sassy is also from Louisiana. I haven't seen Sassy here today. Sassy, are you here? Are you on, Sassy? I know Sassy is from Louisiana too. So Gina. Okay, I'm going to write it down. Gina is from Louisiana. Who did I miss? Elton is from Brazil. Elton. By the way, Brazil is a massive country. Okay, I mean, I just look at the map. Look at the world map. You know, I've been looking at the world map since I was a little boy. I was always like fascinated by Atlas. Fascinated. And I just love looking at the world maps and, you know, in different colors and seeing the borders and also collecting stamps. I used to collect stamps. Okay. And anyone who used to collect stamps, I don't have my collection with me, unfortunately. When I left Bangladesh, I left my collection back there, so I don't have it with me. But I used to collect stamps, so I love learning about the different countries and collect stamps. Yeah, I mean, Brazil is just a massive country, massive country. Um, okay, our friend Robert Graham is here. Hi, Robert. Good to see you. Robert Graham is from Delaware. Thank you, Robert Graham. And I know Jim is from Chicago. Jim, good to see you. Fabson is saying Jersey here, trying to turn it red. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we'll get there. New Jersey will be red. It might take some time, but it'll be. Okay. So Ken is asking what happened to my hand. Okay, so you can see I've got a little. I mean, listen, I did a lot of heavy lifting and put a lot of pressure on my hand. So this is something that I have, which the doctor gave me. I was having a lot of pain, and this was a few years ago. So that, you know, I don't know how many years. Few years ago, I went to the doctor. I was complaining about a lot of pain because I had done some heavy lifting and really put a lot of pressure. So the doctor said, "Hey, I'm going to give you one of these and just put it on, and it'll help relax the, I think the muscles and the tendons and everything." So anyway, now recently, and actually today I did a lot of work. Okay, so started feeling a little bit of pain. I got this out of my drawer and I said I'm gonna put it on for a while. Okay, so nothing serious. I didn't break anything. No real problem here. It's just that I can take it off. I can take it off and I'll still be fine. Okay, this is fine, but because I have some pain here, I have some pain, so it just helps. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. All right. I mean, it just helps um, alleviate the pain, but don't be too concerned. I'm doing fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back on here. Okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah, Michael Brown is here. Hi, Michael Brown. Good to see you. Michael Brown says, so you activated an old injury. Yeah, well, yeah. So a little bit of aches and pains. Okay. Yeah, AC Cruz knows. Yeah. Yeah, my mom has. I don't know what it's called exactly, but the doctor gave it to her when she had some pain. It goes around here. It has like two plastic kind of. I don't know what it's called. It just helps apply some pressure. Anyway, she has it. This is mine. But yeah, I use it as needed, and I haven't used it in many months, so now it's back. But I'm doing fine. So Michael, good to see you, Michael. What's the temperature in Australia? What's the temperature in Australia? You can give it to us in Celsius. We're gonna convert it. That's fine. Or you can give it to us in Fahrenheit, which just helps us all understand that better, right? I'm used to both because I grew up in Bangladesh. Like I said, I understand the Celsius and I understand the Fahrenheit too. Michael says it's cold today, 19 degrees Celsius. Wow, 19 degrees Celsius. Well, Michael, I think where you are, the weather is still a lot better than what we are going to get, because tomorrow morning we're supposed to be getting, so that's Monday morning, we're supposed to be getting freezing rain, Michael. Freezing rain. What are your thoughts about that? You're not getting freezing rain in Australia, right, Michael? Rachel, are you still around? Is Rachel okay? Rachel's right here. Yep. So yeah, Rachel is also going to face some bad weather in the morning, right, Rachel? Are you gonna stay home, Rachel, or are you planning to go out someplace in the morning? Stay home if you can. Okay, Rachel is looking at cooking. Okay, just stay home, stay warm, and do your cooking. Okay. All right. So let's see who else is here. Toby is here. Hi, Toby. Toby is from Oklahoma. All right. Okay, Joe is asking a question about Trump. Okay. I don't know how to answer that. I support Trump because he's a great leader. He has a proven track record of success. He's strongly committed to making America great again. So absolutely we support Trump. Okay, Joe, do you want to see how many people support Trump here? How about we do Trump 2025? How about we all write Trump 2025 so that Joe can see how many people here, how many of our community members, how many of our friends right here support Trump. Toby is writing Trump 2025. CJ is writing Trump 2030. Wow. Okay. Michael Brown is saying Trump 2025. Journey to Justice. Rachel from Waukesha County is saying Trump 2025. Ken is saying Trump 2025. Irma is saying Trump 2025. Heidi Smith is saying Trump 2025. Our friend One Texas Miner, Ron, is saying Trump 2025. Pearl is saying Trump 2025. Ken Berry is saying Trump 2025. So you can see Gina is saying Trump 2025. AC Cruz is saying Trump 2025. Yeah. You can see Frank is saying Trump 2025. So you understand this community right here that we have. It's an America First community. It's a freedom community. It's a prosperity community. It's a Make America Great Again community. Okay, all right. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the discussion that I was having. Really sad, heartbreaking news. Really sad news. Tragic news from New York. Tragic news from New York. A woman was set on fire in a New York City subway. And she died. And the person who has been arrested for allegedly taking the life of an innocent New York City resident, the person who has been arrested is a migrant from Guatemala. Okay? And once again, as I said earlier, and I'm going to repeat it, I will only tell you the information that I know for sure. So right now, the way I present the information to you is by saying that based on the latest reports, it appears that this individual who was arrested, this individual's immigration status is not known. But I'm sure that we're going to find out more. I'm sure we're going to find out more. There's obviously going to be an investigation, and we'll have to know what was the motive. Why did this individual from Guatemala commit such a heinous crime? Okay. Michael is asking, was it random or targeted attack? Michael, I don't know, but those are questions that we need answers. We need answers to those questions. Was it a random attack? Was it a targeted attack? What was the motive? Did the person who was arrested, did he know the woman from before? There are many questions. There are many questions, my friends. Many questions. But what we know is that there's growing danger. There has been growing danger for the last 4 years, and there's growing danger. And this is really a crime that has shocked the nation. It happened on Sunday, and just wait for the week to start. Just wait for Monday morning. People all over the country, whether they are New Yorkers or not, whether they have ever been to New York or not, doesn't matter. People all over the country will be talking about this news. We are America, an advanced, industrialized nation. We are a nation of law and order. And in this nation of law and order, in a city like New York, which is known by people all over the world, how can someone set another individual, another human being on fire at a New York City subway? How does that even happen? How is it possible? How is it possible? How does this even happen? A life lost. And of course, we want to know more about this victim, this woman who lost her life. Every life is precious. Every life is full of possibilities. Every life we must protect. So, once again, there are many questions, but we're going to have to wait for the answers. Cheryl is here. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for joining, Cheryl. And you got to think about the trauma that the people who witnessed this, what they went through. Passing through is here. Hello, passing through. Okay. So, hold on. Passing through, I don't know if I wrote down your real name. Passing through. Would you give us your real name? No, I mean, you don't have to give the whole name. You can just give the first name, or you can make up a name that you would like to provide to us. David, okay, passing through is David. And where are you from, David? Salt Lake. Okay, so David is from Salt Lake City, Utah, right? Salt Lake City. Okay. Let's see. And so, my friends, if you think about it, there were many victims of this crime that took place. Of course, there was a tragic death. A woman lost her life. She was burned. She burned to death. A woman lost her life because of this attack. Because this individual, allegedly, this individual from Guatemala, allegedly set the woman on fire at a New York City subway. So the victim, she lost her life. But there are many other victims. There are many other victims of this crime. The ones who witnessed this. The ones who saw this woman. I can't even say it. This woman on fire. This woman on fire. Those who witnessed this horrible scene, this tragedy. Think about what they are going through. There's physical injury, and then there's emotional trauma. There's physical injuries and wounds and cuts and bruises. What about the trauma that people are going through, those who witnessed this? This really is a crime that has shocked the nation. And just wait until Monday morning. Everyone's going to be in every network. I believe everyone's going to be talking about this. Some will cover this news more than others. Some networks will talk about this case more than other networks. But every network has to mention this. I mean, can you imagine the fear in the minds of people? The fear in the minds of people. How did New York City get to this point that somebody allegedly sets another person on fire in a New York City subway? How does that happen? Where is public safety? Where is law and order? I was so shocked. I was so shocked when I saw the news, and it took me a while to process. It took me a while to process this, okay? I told you I get the alerts on my phone, news alerts, and I'm like, did this really happen? Is it possible? And yeah, sure, this happened. Tragedy. This is a tragedy. And it shows you the decay of law and order in New York. The decay of law and order in New York. Charisse is here. Hi, Charisse. Frankie is here. Hi, Frankie. The decay of law and order in New York. Charisse is saying, "I'll never live in a big city." Charisse, let me tell you one thing. Of course, we're shocked by all the horrible crimes that take place in big cities, especially sanctuary cities like New York and Chicago and Denver and LA, San Francisco. Lots of crimes take place in big cities. But even the smallest communities are not safe anymore. You go to a small community, you're going to hear about lots of public safety issues. I mean, right here in Wisconsin, you can go around the state, meet with leaders of small cities and villages and towns, even communities that have less than 300 people. Like, that's a super small community. If you go to a village or a town and you ask the leaders from the community, you ask them, hey, like, how many people live in your community? They'll say, oh, 250 or 300. I mean, that is super, super small. That is super small. But even the smallest of the communities are facing tremendous issues. Frankie, you are from Milwaukee, right? You mentioned it, right? I remember. You said you're from Milwaukee? So Frankie's from Milwaukee. All right, I remember Frankie. So Frankie, do you live in Milwaukee or in one of the suburbs? Milwaukee, okay. So Milwaukee has lots of problems. By the way, I love Milwaukee. Let me just tell you that, okay? I love Milwaukee, but Milwaukee has lots and lots and lots of problems. It's unbelievable, some of the crimes that take place in Milwaukee. By the way, I want you all to understand that there are some cities that I criticize a lot. It doesn't mean that I dislike those cities, that I hate those cities. No, absolutely not. I keep telling people that, hey, I love Chicago because Chicago used to be a great city once upon a time. Chicago still has a lot of potential, but the Democrats have ruined the city of Chicago. The Democrats have caused a lot of damage to the economy of Chicago. Public safety issues in Chicago, many. And so, I criticize the people who are running the city. I criticize Brandon Johnson. I criticize, the former mayor, Lori Lightfoot, for what she did, how she ran the city. But it doesn't mean that I dislike the city. I want Chicago to turn around and head towards prosperity. I want Chicago to thrive. I want Chicago to be a great place for living and for working and for raising a family. I want the Chicago schools to do great. I want the Chicago small businesses to do great. I want the people of Chicago to be able to walk around at night and still feel safe. I want crimes to go down. I want the Chicago law enforcement officers to feel like they have the resources that they need to keep the community safe. So I want to be very clear. When I criticize a city or the leadership of a city, it doesn't mean I don't like the city. I love the city. But if a city is going downhill, a city that used to be great once upon a time is going downhill, we have to talk about it. So, I love Chicago. And that's why I talk about all the issues in Chicago. Because unless we point out the issues, unless we talk about the issues, how are we ever going to fix the problems? I try to raise awareness. I try to share facts with the people so that there can be actions taken to ensure that Chicago is redirected in the right direction. Chicago is now heading in the wrong direction because of Democrat politicians in positions of power and what they are doing to the city through their bad policies. I want Chicago to elect bold conservative leaders so that the city can be prosperous again. And similarly, I love Milwaukee. Trust me, I love Milwaukee, but I also criticize Milwaukee. Car thefts, huge issue in Milwaukee. I don't know what the latest statistics are, but people stealing cars, that's a huge issue in Milwaukee. And lots of other problems. Lots of other problems. I want Milwaukee to be a great city. I want Milwaukee residents to feel safe. I want them to feel happy. I want them to, love the city. But with the current condition of Milwaukee, there's no way you can say, oh, this is a perfect place. It's not. And that's the truth. Milwaukee has many issues. And the people who live in Milwaukee, they're suffering. The businesses in Milwaukee are suffering. The small businesses are suffering. The taxpayers of Milwaukee are suffering. Do you agree with me, Frankie? Frankie, would you agree with what I just said? Rachel, I know you are in Waukesha, but you're close to Milwaukee. Okay, you're just minutes away from Milwaukee. So, Rachel, tell me, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with whatever I just said, Frankie and Rachel? Rachel says yes. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Frankie says yes too. So, same in the case of Denver. Same in the case of Denver. I've never been to Denver. I've not been to Denver, but I know it's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city. I mean, how can it not be a beautiful city, right? I mean, just look at where Denver is on a map. Colorado. What an amazing state. Natural beauty. Like, God has given so much of natural beauty to Colorado. It's amazing. And Denver, beautiful city, but look what the Democrats have done to Denver. And so, of course, I'm going to talk about Denver. I'm going to talk about Denver politics. I'm going to talk about the elected officials, the mayor of Denver, a failed mayor. I'm going to talk about the migrant issues in Denver. I'm going to talk about the Denver budget, because I want to raise awareness so that people pay attention and they elect better leaders, conservative leaders, so that we can change the direction of Denver and help it move towards prosperity and peace and success and growth. Denver is going downhill right now. Denver is going downhill. We want Denver to thrive. And so, when I criticize a city, when I criticize the leaders of a city, it doesn't mean that I don't like the city. I love a city, which is why I'm talking about it. I'm not even going to get to San Francisco, because that's going to be a long discussion. But San Francisco, isn't that supposed to be a gem? Isn't San Francisco supposed to be an American gem of a city? Longdon is here. Hi, Longdon. Misty is here. Hi, Misty. Good to see you, Misty. I mean, isn't San Francisco supposed to be a city where people go and they say, oh, this is the most amazing place? Ideally, that's what San Francisco is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a city where people from all over the world come and they say, oh, we don't want to go anywhere else. This is it. This is the most beautiful place, San Francisco. But look what the Democrats have done to San Francisco. Look at what the Democrats have done to this beautiful city. And now there's crime. There's homelessness. People on the streets. There's severe drug problem. It's just sad. It is sad. It is sad. It is really sad. And of course, we know that the Democrats, instead of helping the American citizens who are homeless, they prefer helping illegal immigrants. While American citizens, including American veterans, while they suffer from homelessness, Democrat politicians spend taxpayer dollars to help the illegal immigrants. And so the homelessness problem just keeps getting worse, and the American citizens suffer. Okay, so sorry I missed a lot of your comments because I was just so busy talking. Scott Wells is here. Hi, Scott. Good to see you. Okay, my tea is done. Actually, I made a latte today, so it was an English breakfast latte. Thanks to all who are here. By the way, I did set the live stream to not the live stream, but the live chat window in a subscriber only mode. So only subscribers can participate in the live chat. Okay, subscribers for 5 minutes or more. Journey to Justice is making tea. All right, Rachel, what kind of tea are you making? Welder Bill is here. Hi, Welder Bill. Welder Bill from Vegas. By the way, Welder Bill, please tell me your name again. I know you mentioned it before. Are you Bill? Welder Bill? Are you Bill? I apologize for asking again. I'm trying to be better at writing it down. You know, you've been seeing for weeks now that I'm writing things down. Okay, Bill. All right, Bill. Bill from Nevada. Vegas. Okay, Michael Brown likes the subscriber only mode. Charisse is drinking turmeric ginger tea tonight. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I like ginger tea. I like ginger tea. And I use turmeric for cooking. I use a lot of turmeric for cooking. Okay. Frankie is asking, does tea have caffeine? Yep, tea has caffeine. Absolutely. Oh, Misty's saying Tossif loves us. Yes, I love this family. I love this family that we have right here. This community. Absolutely. Frankie's saying, good, I'm switching from coffee to tea. Okay. Misty's saying, your eyes look a little heavy, Tossif. Yeah. My eyes are a little heavy. I had a very long day. I was at home, but I just did a lot. I reorganized a lot of stuff in my room, and did a lot of laundry, did cooking, and different things. So I'm a little sleepy. Actually, you can probably tell. And then, yeah. So let's see. Okay. Rachel is writing working too hard, Tossif. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it was all great. Working in the apartment, just reorganizing stuff. Ron is asking, do you all think Trump will be able to make tips and Social Security tax free? So, stuff like that would require act of Congress. At least the no tax on tips really would. So Trump obviously is going to use his voice. Trump obviously is going to use his authority, his power, the attention that he gets as the president-elect and as the president, incoming president, he's going to use his voice, his influence to push for those changes. Okay, like no tax on tips. But then it would require an act of Congress. So for no tax on tips to become a reality, it would have to be a legislation approved by Congress, okay, the House and the Senate. So a lot depends on what people in the House and the Senate feel about this proposal, okay? So we have to wait and see. Misty is asking, how's your mom doing? My mother is doing well, thank you. Hopefully it'll be a nice week. And hopefully we'll get some good weather. My mom loves bright and sunny days. It doesn't have to be too warm, because obviously we live in a cold climate, right? So we don't get like warm weather throughout the year. We have to deal with the cold weather. But even if it's cold, if in Fahrenheit, if the temperature stays above 35 degrees, that's pretty good. If the temperature stays above 35 degrees Fahrenheit, that's pretty good. And my mom loves when it's bright and sunny out. Okay, so she loves the sunshine. But today was a super cloudy day, and tomorrow we're supposed to get. Well, I shouldn't say tomorrow because it's already Monday. So in the morning, we're supposed to get freezing rain. Who wants freezing rain? I don't want freezing rain. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I mean, just really hoping for better weather. Okay, so yeah, going back. Well, thank you so much, Misty, for asking about my mother. So she's doing well. Thank you. Dr. Gary is here. Dr. Gary writes California here. Okay, Dr. Gary Hatcher from California. Okay. All right. By the way, we're more than an hour into the live stream, so thank you for supporting this channel so much. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me look at a different screen here. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, my friends. So, okay. So as I was saying, there's something really wrong when you look at public safety issues. Something really wrong. And this crime that took place, this horrible crime, the savage killing that took place in New York at a subway, this has shocked the entire country. And believe me, Monday morning, and we are already into Monday morning, there's going to be a lot of discussion on various news channels about this, because this is such a horrible crime. A person is dead. A woman is dead because somebody else decided to set her on fire. This, I mean, just saying it is so heartbreaking. Just stating the fact, just saying that allegedly a person from Guatemala set a woman on fire and the woman died. Just saying it is it's so heartbreaking. Such savage killing that took place. And we are waiting for answers. We are waiting for answers. Who is this individual who has been arrested? By who, I mean not just the name. I mean, yes, the name is being reported, but I'm not talking about the name. I'm talking about the background, the identity. Is this person in the United States legally or not? What does this person do? Does he have a job? Does he work? Where does he live? Does he have family? Why did he commit this crime, allegedly? Why did he do this? He was arrested, this individual. Did he know the woman from before? Or was it just a random act? I mean, so many questions. So many questions. So, this is so scary. This is so scary. I mean, everyone using the subway is now going to think about what can go wrong. I mean, this is going to make people think about subway safety. Are subways in New York safe? Anyway, I've shared the news. We're gonna have to wait for the details. And when the details are available, when confirmed reports are published, I'll talk more about this. But every American citizen and those who are in the country legally, either for studies or work or for whatever reason, those who are here legally, law-abiding individuals, those who are U.S. citizens, they must all be worried seeing what's happening in this country, especially in a place like New York. Everyone now, before going to the subway station, before stepping onto a subway, will think about, is this safe? I was so shocked when I first read the news. So shocked. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I've talked about it a lot, but in a way, I'm speechless. In a way, I'm speechless. So, my friends, let's wait for more information about this matter. But it is so shocking to hear about the details of this savage killing that took place in New York, in a subway. So, my friends, I'm going to end this live stream a little earlier than usual. We are 1 hour, 9 minutes into the live stream. I just wanted to make sure that I do a live stream before I go to bed, before sleeping, because I don't want to miss doing a live stream. You know, I need to be connected with you all. So I am really very honored that you all tune in and participate in the live chat and talk to me, and you share your thoughts and you ask questions. I really appreciate that so very much. Um, thank you. Thank you, my friends. And also, I needed to talk about this savage killing in New York. Um, you know, let's pray that we get to achieve peace. Let's pray so that we get to achieve peace. Okay? We need peace. We need prosperity, my friends. Thank you so very much. May God bless you all. May God bless our president elect, Donald J. Trump. May God bless the incoming Trump administration. May God bless the United States of America. And may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. Please stay connected to my channel, my friends. Subscribe if you have not done so already. I would really appreciate your support. And I appreciate your support all the time. I really do, sincerely. From the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful for your love and support and words of encouragement, which is why I continue to do these live streams. And we continue to have these discussions that we have on a lot of different issues, social and political issues, both domestic and international. So please continue to support this channel. And the way you do that is by liking the video, sharing the video, and also subscribing if you have not subscribed. Okay. So thank you so very much, my friends. I will be doing a live stream again. And I'll publish some podcast episodes also. I haven't published one in a while. I keep saying I'll publish, but things just get so busy, you know. Even when I'm on vacation, I have a lot to do in my personal life. I mean, like I needed to find some time to reorganize my room, and I did that today. Okay, I mean, I needed to reorganize my books. I needed to do a few things, make the desk a little better. Because, paper and things just pile up, okay? Things just pile up. So I needed to get rid of a lot of unnecessary, paper and stuff, old stuff. And anyway, things just got very busy. Even on a Sunday, things just got so busy, and that took up a whole bunch of time today. So, but I will continue to do the live streams, and I'll try to publish podcast episodes very soon. So stay connected for that. Okay. By the way, I told you, Gerlina, are you here? Gerlina? Did I see Gerlina today? Now, somebody asked me about the book that I checked out from the library. I mentioned a book yesterday. I said I checked out a book from the library. I think it was Gerlina who asked me the name of the book, or maybe somebody else. Was it Gerlina? Anyway, so I wanted to show you the book that I checked out from the library. This is the book, okay? This is the book. Can you see it? It's called Between Worlds, Folktales of Britain and Ireland. Folktales of Britain and Ireland. Okay, Rachel says upside down for us. Okay, sorry, so when I do the live streams, the camera is in selfie mode, so that I'm doing the live stream and I can also see myself, right? This is how it works when you do YouTube live stream from your phone. So when I show something, it's like a mirror image, so it's like upside down. Anyway, it's called Between Worlds. I'm gonna write it down. Hold on. Between Worlds, Folk Tales from Britain and Ireland. Okay, sorry I missed some comments. Dr. Gary Hatcher is asking me about my thumb. Okay, so this is my left arm. Okay, and I've got some pain here, some tendonitis, I think. So, yeah, so this is what I have. Okay. Did you get the name? Between Worlds, Folktales from Britain and Ireland. It's very interesting. And it's a collection of different stories. And the one that I believe you should read is The Wise Men of Gotham. I talked about it yesterday. The Wise Men of Gotham. Please read that. You're going to like it. And I'm actually planning to check out more folk tales, books on folk tales from the library. I'm a huge fan of mythology, Greek and Roman mythology, and then folk tales. Okay, I mean, one of my favorite books, Thomas Bulfinch, mythology. Okay, so this is actually in my list of top 10 recommended books that I published on YouTube. Okay, I published a list of my top 10 recommended books. Thomas Bulfinch's mythology is on there, and so yeah, yeah. So this is what I checked out. I don't know, was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. Between Worlds, Folktales of Britain and Ireland. So Rachel is writing, I like folk tales as I'm from England and my granddad was Welshman. Okay. Yeah, I love English folk tales. I love English folk tales. And when we talk about England, one of my absolute favorite writers, okay, in this world, Charles Dickens. I love Charles Dickens. One of the greatest authors ever, Charles Dickens. I absolutely love Charles Dickens and his writings. Yeah. Dr. Gary is writing Voltaren gel for your thumb injury. Yeah, Voltaren gel. I know it's available OTC. I don't have it. I never used it, but I know it helps alleviate pain. So thank you, Dr. Gary, for your recommendation. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Okay, my friends. So let's end the live stream for today. And I will be back again with more videos and more live streams. So stay connected with me. Thank you so very much. And let's pray. Let's pray so that our leader, Donald J. Trump, can bring back peace and prosperity in America. Peace and prosperity. That's what we need. So Donald Trump and freedom-loving American people, we are all going to work together to make America great again. Thank you so very much, my friends. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you. And I'll be back again with more videos and more live streams. And I apologize if I missed answering your questions or comments. I saw lots of comments here, so I may have missed responding to a few. So I apologize for that. I'll do it next time. So thank you so very much, my friends. Let's make America great again. With that, thank you. Have a wonderful night, and I'll be back again soon.